Okay. Pretty much have all of them. All of the information, I think. There's quite a few that I'm still missing. But I think I should have most of them. Your sense of interest. I think I have everyone. We shall see. He told me his help. Should I continue this? No, I will continue with Haruwe because I feel like this is gonna be quite important. Gather information about the curse stones while Haruwe lies awake. So Haruwe is in the mansion while Richter is out and about, occupied with prospects of bringing her lost child back to life. Okay, let's see where this leads me. Oh, it's morning, right? Wonder what's gonna happen. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today. How's the curse stone looking? Haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night then. So I thought the story will have to conclude before daybreak. But it seems like as long as the right hasn't been acquired, it's pretty much fate, the fate story. Um, that aside, why are you so late this morning? There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in the limited time I had. Very well, let's talk. Alright, how's the surroundings? Town's beginning to wake up once more. The clamor of society can be heard from beyond the garden gates. Like any day, a cloud of pollution drifts out from the industrial area. The mansion. I feel like those are just flavor texts, right? Think. Maybe surrounded by curses and death, but matters little. My only concern is whether I can see my child again. Selfish. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. And what's that? The current plan is to steal a curse stone that's already absorbed soul dregs, but I'm wondering if it would suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with the curse bearer and have them use the right for our purposes. I mean, if they're looking for the right, I don't know what Professor what's his name? Something? Araishi? I don't know what his deal is. I don't know why he wants the right. But for most of them, they want the right because they want to resurrect someone. So I don't think this is gonna work. Oh, I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same. But do you think it's possible? So long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you think. Oh, to be fair, to me, there's not a person he wants to resurrect. What? AZ at my 5 p.m? It's more often than you think. And also, Yako, I feel like we can be persuaded because she wants to resurrect Michio, but she also feels like she wants to do the right thing, mostly because of Mio here. And he told me he's gonna help us. So maybe, probably, compensation. Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigemas, would you? How's today? I woke up early. No, actually, right after work last night, I just went to bed, and I woke up at 3 a.m. today, ate breakfast, and now I'm streaming. 5 a.m. gaming again, huh? It is. I'm a sleepy boy. But I want to finish this because I have somewhere I need to go around 9 my time. So in like 3-4 hours. But I feel like I'm close to finishing this game. And then later today I'll play some demos, and then I want to check out the second game of Paranormasight. How are you guys doing? Why are you guys up so early? I don't know. I guess Ori is it's 5 p.m. his time. Period. Why are you up? I go touch some grass next week. Wish me luck. I've been up, my guy, my man. Okay, with that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. Also, there's another game I've been wanting to check out. It's called AI Limit, I think. It's a Souls-like game, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not very good at those kinds of games, but it looks interesting and I want to check it out. Deadlock is a hell of a drug. My man in the deadlock. It never stopped. And I have a big cup of Blizzard Ice on sale. I could use a Blizzard Ice right now. It's snowing here though, so I probably shouldn't. That option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. What strategy are you talking about? You have a curse bearer with whom we could negotiate in mind. Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. So, Tsutsumi has the Evergreen Beach, and like 3 more, I think. Right, because the guy, Yutaro, my boy, my sad boy, doesn't have his anymore. We play a round of shooter before dinner. What shooter do you play? I thought you played Blue Archive. It's not a shooter. Is that a shooter? The finals. I don't know what that is. Alright, good luck with the shooter. I hope you shoot well. And yeah, surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive. Okay. Did you see the news this morning? No, I haven't. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in this area. Right? We've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found, but they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh my. Only 3? That's way too little. That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dregs. And for what those curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low side. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. What's holding them back? Are we not all after the power of resurrection? May still be some uncovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. Not when the detective has most of them. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action. What does that entail? That we offer them the deal. I think. We'll be surrounded. Okay. Talk to you, Richter. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. That's Jonouchi. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name is Kohei Jonouchi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? He was not. Oh, Ashimiya is there as well, right? Not sure, it's possible. But regardless, this means the 2 people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead. Right. So when we're getting somewhere. Isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shiraishi's residence. It'd be wise to pay a visit. Do we know? We should know where she lives. Serial killings. In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, there's Michio Shiraishi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died. at former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those last two have nothing to do with the seven mysteries, no? And they should. So Michio died the same way Jonochi died, which if Jonochi died because of a curse, then Michio died because of a curse as well. I feel like they have to. They have to be related. It's true, both occurred a week before the accursed situation began. Still, cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with some killings. How? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the seven mysteries curses? Oh. To be fair, I felt like Yoko was her name, right? I feel like Yoko, yeah. I feel like she had the curse, she was a curse bearer before it was Shogo. Because she knew what's going on. What was going on before Shogo died. And we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up. Rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'd be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. Seem to know a lot about this. Richter? I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too. I see. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. Right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. Talk to me, Richter. We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Sure. None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if this situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this all? You mentioned hearing an agonizing voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. The finals is like Battlefield plus Overwatch. You can tear down buildings if you want. I'm okay. Just lost a quick round. Well, you gotta go another round. You gotta go until you don't stop until you win. That's how shooters are. Shooters are meant to be played. Someone agitated the curses in this area on purpose, and they are likely after the rite of resurrection as well. So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers. Interesting. What if someone got a hold of the rite of the passage, and that's the root of the curse. The curse is beginning. Got a sharp mind, ma'am. Now, it may be obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite. This would be very risky, since a curse bearer, they themselves would become a target. True. So it'd actually be more convenient for the curse bearers if the curse bearers moved less aggressively. That's right. Despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? In the beginning of the game, it asked me if I think there should be like a sacrifice made to resurrect someone. So I'm wondering if that's what the mastermind wants. We were just assuming that if we collect enough soul dregs, that we will get the rite of resurrection. Or maybe it's just for the mastermind, and we're just like pawns. Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves? I mean, their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start. Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is the safer course of action, which is why I figured it's best for us to attempt the same strategy. So, how should we do it? There's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a cursed bearer themselves. Oh, something just hit me. Something just hit me. What's her name? The wife. The wife. Mayu Chizawa. Yeah, the fiance of the dead officer. Ooh, and she's missing. She has to be related. Maybe she's trying to resurrect her husband? I don't know. To be honest, I want to keep a distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do so? At this point, all we can do is search. Do I have to go inside? If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs, can we be sure that there even is a rite of resurrection? Good question. The rite could be nothing but a myth, fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Saying it might be for naught, do you want to give up, ma'am? No, you wouldn't. Never. Understood. After all, we'll never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curses ourselves. Come on, Richter, tell me everything. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them. But I only managed to get detailed information on 2. They're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. I appreciate the flattery. First, there's Ayamitono, the girl we talked before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. Yeah, the university student, which I suspect is the daughter of the detective. She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midoricha Park. You even determined her address. You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. I called every single university with ukiyo-e and in the curriculum, pretending to be her parent. Richter. I went around to check on her place on the way here. It doesn't seem like she returned home last night. Man, you would make a good stalker, Richter. I'm worried. I am worried. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble. Did you attempt to follow her last night? I'm embarrassed to say I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her. And here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. Hey, come on, put some respect on my boy Richter's name. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She's planning to steal the curse stones, just like us. It's best if we act carefully around her. Next is a tall man who was dressed in all black, yes? What's his name? This one. Takumi. Met him near Kinshicho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information on him. Impressive. What can I say? He works as the secretary to Hihaku Soap's chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yamioka. The Hihaku Soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct? Yes, they've been here for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assume she'd want her factories running at full capacity. With the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of factories with older equipment had to be shut down. That's right, even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river. Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. Would it be connected, their company? I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. Collecting soul dregs, obviously. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better I should have better luck later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. I was thinking that, but now that you mention it, I'm not thinking that anymore. Now that's an interesting thought. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. Who? We're supposed to be collecting soul dregs, right? Oh, okay. Indeed, I couldn't get a good look at him though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. That's a shame, but I can make an educated guess. You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the rite of resurrection? The one that lives near here. His name is Hideki Araishi. The man I met was very similar in stature. Oh my, even he is involved. How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? That's true. He never mentioned who he wants to resurrect. He make it seems like he's not interested in the rite of passage, but rather the curses themselves. Or something like that. I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being, safety first. Understandable. Of course I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. You have more to say? I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer. First, I'll return to Hihaku Soaps to see that man in black. Their headquarters are down on South Warigesui Street. Warugesui is... Have we seen that? Oh no, we have the foot washing mansion. Okay. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse stone, taking a walk should be fine place to start. Right, let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. Where's the husband, by the way? I can't remember if they mentioned that. In that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am. Ooh, spicy. I want to meet up Midoricho Park, South. Okay, we can go see the headquarters, I guess. I want to meet up with the others, though. South Warigesui Street. The Hihaku Soap's headquarters are on the other side of the South Warigesui Street. Then what are we doing here? They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. Okay. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's the curse bearer. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. We should walk around, visit a cafe or some tea perhaps. I'm gonna die. I thought we were going together. Shoot. So an influential person at Hihaku Soaps is potentially a curse bearer. Richter proposed we use money to negotiate for the curse stones, but we could hardly outbid a large corporation if it came down to it. This is true, actually. Fine. I want to go here now. What are you doing here? I thought... Richter? I thought you were supposed to investigate the Hihaku Soaps. Here we are at the Ground Zero, Komagata High School. I guess it's logical that the police has got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. Cool. Seems the officers are still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly forbidden. Sheepy, hello, welcome in. How are we doing? Wiggle. I love the wiggle emoji. Can I use it here? I can. Look at that. The wiggle. Hello. How have you been? It's early in the morning. Think. People have died. A teacher named Kohei Janochi and a student, Michio Shiraishi. It's real late for me, so I'm mostly lurking. Ah, okay. I thought you were on the west. I was just assuming things, I guess. Is there anything else to be gained here? How was your day? Okay, so I can't remember where I left the other ones. Where are the girls? East Coast criminal hours at the moment. Well, stay safe. Don't go outside. Criminal hours. The news has attracted a bunch of curious onlookers, huh? It works in our favor. The more people around, the better we can blend in. The West Coast, it too late for sense? What do you mean? I don't know. I don't want to move yet. Can I talk to students? I said east, I meant west. Oh, that's true. Stay safe. This place is said to be connected with the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if a curse bearer decided to turn up. Also, I'm excited to watch you continue the VTuber game. Unfortunately, on Tuesday I'll be on a plane, so I'll be watching the VOD instead. Good luck, though. I think you're close to my favorite part of the game, which I'm excited for. I need to find out if the teacher was the curse bearer or not. Where are you flying to? I'm going to Japan, and I'll be there for 3 weeks, and then I'll head back, and then yo, indeed, I'm excited. I have nowhere in particular I want to go. Like, my friends are just dragging me around, but it should be fun. It's cool laugh. It is. I'm excited. So please baffled. Okay. I can ask around and see what the students have been saying. Yes, we do want to talk to students. Go ask the students about Michio. Why Michio? Why not Janochi? I'm back, ma'am. I was fast. What did you learn? The school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Janochi and Michio, most of which seemed dubious at best. I have hundreds of detective games on my list, but somehow I haven't heard of this one. So I've also not heard of this one. So I guess this is less of a detective game and more horror. But I'm really enjoying this a lot. And I'm playing the first game. The second game that just came out last week, or this week probably. Oh, no, last week. And I want to finish this so I can check that out. I'm really enjoying it so far. 3 times in a row. I guess enough of that game for me. No! Don't give up! The vibe seems too chill to be horror. Oh boy, if only you have any idea. I got jump scared like 3 times already, but it's fun. It's pretty chill for the most part. Yeah, and I really like the art. Like, look at these characters. I really like Hitomi's design. I really like the art style. The Sierra TV effect of the menu is so cool. I know, right? It's pretty cool. That's surprising. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought. There was one story that caught my attention. Oh. Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Janochi. That's what Yako said. No. That's what Hitomi said. It looked like Michio, is what she said. A girl with braids. Really, the story got two pieces of evidence to back it up. Ooh, evidence. One of them was news to me. Apparently, he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. Yes, we know that. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told students. Then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumor that juicy don't stay in secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence, a pigtailed girl in her school uniform was seen around school last night. We still don't know who that is, but that looks like Michio. But she's dead though. Why is a dead girl doing here? Go on. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, none of them saw her face. Ghosts. Dude, careful with ghosts, they can kill. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or that was her vengeful spirit. Okay. But it's like Michio's the only high school girl who wears... Yeah, it's not like Michio's the only high school girl to wear pigtails, that's true. See? Okay, I'm convinced, fine. But like, to be fair, she's not the only one, but then from the girls we know, she's the only one. Yako, Mio, and Hitomi. I mean, there's another answer. Aliens. Don't forget about aliens. But the protagonist was sleeping the whole time. That's the other answer. That's true. This is all a dream. This rumor might have made up just to fan the flames.